What's up, everybody? This is Anthony with Dude Ranting, where if you like what I have to say, or I offend you, I'm doing my job. So this next one is one that I've been seeing more and more of, and it really pisses me off. I see trans women competing against biological women and just decimating them in whatever the sporting event is. So, okay, let's start thinking about it. I start researching it. Why is this considered fair? Went article after article after article. They kept saying the same thing. The hormone levels are the same. They've been on hormone therapy and their hormone levels are the same as the other women they're competing against. That's why it's fair. The hormone levels, the hormone levels. Well, okay, that's not really fair, but I'll get into that in a minute. So let's look at some instances here where this has happened and why I don't like it. Most recent one I saw, I believe it was a Connecticut track star, set a state record, decimated the women. She's a trans woman, obviously, that's what we're talking about here. She won by a full second over the next closest girl. I'm not an expert in track, but I know enough to know that if you won by a full second, you completely dominated them. By a full second. To give some perspective, she wouldn't have finished in the top 25 against her biological counterparts. So that's not the only one. There's a New Zealand powerlifter who's set all kinds of records. You've probably seen the Texas wrestling star. She has won the state championship last few years in a row. Canadian cyclist. She's won the world championship speed cycling or something like that last 2 years in a row. And her biological female counterparts, the ones who don't think she should be competing because she's a trans athlete, she's calling them, sexist and this and that. There was a rugby player in Australia recently who was, I don't know if they won the world championship, didn't follow it, but I know they were about to. She's 6'4", 240 pounds, and none of the biological girls can stop her. And there's one of my favorites, Fallon Fox. Fallon Fox was male for close to 30 years, I think it was. Then she had a sex change, all the hormones and all that, and started competing MMA. What it looked like was a dude beating the shit out of women. Just decimating them. Until she started fighting the cream of the crop in women's martial arts, she was decimating these women. It didn't even look fair. Why is this? Well, everyone who says the hormone levels are the same and that's fair, sorry, but it's not. If you went through puberty as a boy, you have a distinct advantage. When you go through puberty, your body produces mass amounts of testosterone. Puts it through your body. What's that do? It makes your muscles develop larger. You get bigger muscles than girls do. You get more fast twitch fibers in your muscles than girls do. You get a bigger heart to pump blood to those bigger muscles. Your lungs grow bigger so you can run harder, faster, stronger, and not tire out. But the hormone levels are the same, so it must be fair. Well, okay, I can have the same hormone levels as Brock Lesnar. That guy's a giant fucking Viking gorilla who would kill me. Wouldn't matter that the hormone levels are the same. He's going to kill me. You can put the hormone levels the same on LeBron. We'll put LeBron in the WNBA. You're telling me LeBron's not going to put up 80 to 100 points a game, even with the same hormone levels? You're high. We were talking about the track star earlier. Let's make Usain Bolt have the same hormone levels and then go race against the women. He's going to dust them. It's not even going to be close. I think more people should be mad about this. To me, it's making a mockery of women's sports. When you have somebody who is trans, biologically male, transitioning to female, competing in sports against females, they have a decided advantage. No matter how you try to slice it down, they have an advantage. I think more people should be mad. There's girls missing out on scholarships now. High school, like the track star one. He knocked one of the girls out who now can't compete with the other college scouts to possibly get a scholarship. It's going to make a mockery of sports. These girls aren't going to be able to compete fairly because there's going to be trans women who have an advantage over them. We already have men's sports and women's sports because you agree the women cannot compete with the men because the men have physical advantages. Why should this be any different? This is Anthony with Dude Ranting. Thank you.